Hello, there's some very turbulent weather across parts of Europe in the days ahead. Let's start with the earlier satellite picture. This swirl of cloud to the northwest of the British Isles is Storm Atia, and that's going to bring some very strong and gusty winds across the British Isles Sunday night into Monday. That whole system then works its way across into Scandinavia, down through the Low Countries into Germany and France. So some heavy rain and some strong and gusty winds, 60 to 70 miles an hour in places. Further snow for the Alps and the Pyrenees. Few heavy showers across the eastern side of Turkey. Further west, things are mainly dry, as it will be for much of Greece and the Greek islands. Could see some heavy rain through parts of the Balkans, some strong winds as well, and some mountain snow. And there'll be some snow across the Pyrenees, the Alps, Iberia, looking mainly dry on Monday, away from the far northeast of Spain, but some wet and windy weather working its way across France, Germany, the Low Countries, and there'll be further outbreaks of rain and some snow across Scandinavia, again with strong winds. And then we have another system moving across the British Isles into Scandinavia on Tuesday, meanwhile turning very unsettled across the eastern side of the Mediterranean. Some strong winds, some heavy rain, and there'll be further mountain snow as well. It's really quite an unsettled outlook in both London and Paris in the week ahead, mainly dry in Madrid and also in Rome, although we could see some rain here by the time we get to Friday. Temperatures hovering just above freezing in both Moscow and Kiev. Some heavy showers in Athens, drier for a time by the end of the week. Hello, time to take a look at the forecast across North America, where we've seen some very heavy rain through Saturday across parts of California, Washington and Oregon. Some significant mountain snow as well, all down to this system which has been moving in from off the Pacific. And there's further snow to come through Sunday through the Sierra Nevada, across the Rockies, and working its way eastwards through the northern plains and into the Midwest. That will just clip parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan as well. And then another area of snow pushing its way eastwards through Ontario, coupled with some very strong and gusty winds. We've got this plunge of cold air across much of Canada that will continue to sink its way southwards over the next few days. The outbreaks of rain and snow across coastal areas of Alaska, largely dry for much of British Columbia on Sunday, but more heavy rain to come across coastal areas of California. Head our way inland, and given any elevation, that will bring further significant snowfall through Wyoming into the Dakotas, for example. Some rain returning to Vancouver and Seattle by the time we get to Tuesday. Given any elevation again, that will translate into snow. So snow pushing its way eastwards through Ontario and into Quebec. Could just see a few showers developing across the coast of Carolina and the north coast of Florida. But down across this part of the USA, we're holding on to some heat and some warmth. But further north, that colder air will start to head down. So although it's milder and wetter in New York on Monday and Tuesday, it will start to turn much colder from midweek. Hello, the forecast for Mexico, Central America and the Caribbean coming up in just a moment's time. First to South America, let's begin with the earlier satellite picture. And this zone of whiter, brighter cloud just giving us a good indication of where we've seen some really heavy showers in the last 24 hours. Similar areas as we go into Sunday, although starting to pick up a heavier spell of rain through parts of Paraguay. Plenty of showers through Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, through the Amazon basin. Above average rainfall, actually, for the western side of Colombia. And those showers continuing to sink their way south and eastwards into the far southeast of Brazil. Just about missing Rio on Sunday, but in the days ahead, I think we'll see more showers moving in there. The blue and green colours there through Paraguay into parts of Bolivia, indicating some heavier rain. Much of Argentina, save for one or two showers, mainly dry, but with the heat building, still fairly wet and quite windy across southern parts of Chile. So temperatures in the days ahead in Buenos Aires getting close to 40 Celsius, and some thunderstorms developing as we go through Thursday, and things will start to turn cooler again by the end of the week. A lot of dry weather through much of Mexico on Sunday. One or two showers down towards the far south and east of the country. Showers start to become a little bit more frequent and heavy down towards Costa Rica and Panama. One or two through the Caribbean. But essentially for most on Sunday, it is a mainly dry day. As our city forecasts show over the next 5 days, good deal of sunshine, temperatures generally in the low 30s Celsius. Bye-bye. Hello, we'll get the forecast for the Middle East in just a moment's time. First to Africa, let's begin with the earlier satellite picture. As I mentioned yesterday, a lot of activity in the Indian Ocean, but keeping an eye on this particular mass of cloud. This is tropical cyclone Belna, bringing some very heavy rain through the Comoros and into Madagascar as we go into Monday. More heavy rain as well across our eastern countries of Africa, particularly Kenya, Tanzania, and also further south into Botswana and Zambia. Still some heavy rain across central parts of South Africa and further north across the far north of Libya and Tunisia. Unsettled weather in the Mediterranean could bring a few showers here. Stays dry and very warm in Cape Town in the days ahead. The rain eventually easing from Joburg and things will start to warm up as we go into Thursday and Friday. Temperatures generally in the low 30 Celsius in Khartoum, the high teens in Casablanca. Further rain expected in Lusaka. Across to the Middle East, we've got some unsettled weather in the eastern Mediterranean. That will push some showers eastwards across the Levant in the days ahead. One or two running down through the Gulf on Monday. A couple of showers as well, just clipping the coast of Yemen through Monday afternoon. But for much of Yemen and Oman, it should be largely dry on Monday. Fair breeze blowing along the coast. But looking rather unsettled across parts of the Middle East in the days ahead. Most of our cities will see some outbreaks of rain at times over the next 5 days. That's all from me. Bye-bye. Hello, time to get the forecast for South and Central Asia, and we'll start with the earlier satellite picture. This whiter, brighter cloud across Sri Lanka indicating some heavy falls of rain here in the form of thundery showers, and there are more to come in the days ahead, but actually looking a little bit drier here than it has been recently. Could see a few of those showers just clipping the Maldives on Sunday. A much drier day across Tamil Nadu. In fact, things are looking mainly dry here in the week ahead. Few problems with early morning mist and fog, particularly for places like Jammu and Kashmir and surrounding states, and that theme will continue over the coming days. Bit more unsettled through central parts of Asia, more showers starting to work their way in from the west, and given time they will start to see some more significant snowfall pushing its way further eastwards up towards the Himalayas as we go through the week. On Monday though, a lot of dry weather through Pakistan, down through Rajasthan, Gujarat and into Kerala and Karnataka. Still some heavy showers around across the Maldives and Sri Lanka, somewhat hit and miss, so in between there will be some spells of sunshine. The dry theme continues through Andhra Pradesh up into Bangladesh as well. Temperatures here generally in the mid-20 Celsius. Temperatures in the low 30 Celsius in Mumbai. Lots of sunshine here and also in Dhaka. Could see some rain though arriving into Islamabad as we go through Thursday and Friday. In Tashkent, on the mild side at first, things turn cooler and wetter in the week ahead, but a much drier picture in Chennai. Bye-bye. Hello, we'll get the forecast for Australia and New Zealand in just a moment's time. First to the Asia Pacific, let's begin with the earlier satellite picture. Plenty of shower clouds through Malaysia, Indonesia, but very little cloud to be seen across Indochina, China, into Korea and Japan. And that's because we've got an area of high pressure here, so things are mostly dry. I say mostly dry because we could see a little bit of rain just clipping southern coast of Honshu on Monday, but essentially for much of Japan it's dry. There will be some cloud building as the day wears on. The dry theme continues across China, down into Indochina, a little bit more cloud across the eastern side of Vietnam, but the showers really get going as we move down into the Philippines, Malaysia and Indonesia. The blue and the green colours just indicating some very heavy falls of rain in places. Quick look at the city forecast over the next 5 days. Some sunshine in Osaka and also in Beijing, but things will start to turn cooler again here as we go through the week. Across to Australia, where essentially high pressure is in charge. We've got a weak front sliding its way eastwards across southern parts of Australia. Not really very much rain on it, more of a dividing line between some heat ahead of it and something a little bit cooler for a time behind it. And no sign of any real rain across New South Wales. Still a northerly wind as well blowing the smoke across into Sydney. After what has been quite a wet spell of weather across New Zealand, things are looking a little bit drier here over the next few days, and Wellington should stay mostly dry in the week ahead. Perhaps a bit of rain into Sydney on Thursday.